Hey guys, LadyLibertyStacker here. It is Monday, April 1st, 2019, and I am going to show you how I strip and restore a skillet, at least getting the old seasoning off, the old rust off, so I can clean it and then re-season it. And the one I'm going to use is the one I just bought. I bought this chrome-plated Griswold, a number 6, and it is chrome-plated. Go back and look at my last video. I show you the difference. This is a large block logo Griswold, and it is slightly bowed in the middle. It spins quite a bit. I bought it because I was intending to flip this, resell it, and I don't think I can do that now because of how much it spins, but it will make somebody an excellent wall piece because it is unusual, it's rare, it's not collectible in terms of cookware, vintage Griswold cast iron, but it will make a nice wall piece decorator or a baking dish. You can bake in this in the oven, no problem. It just, based on it's hard to show it here, but based on the bowing out of the skillet, it's hard to cook on a cooktop like hamburgers to have them cook evenly. So I'm going to go ahead and strip this down. I'm going to go ahead and put this down for right now. I'm going to show you what I have on hand. I have about a 15-gallon tote. You can get these at Walmart or Office Depot, or you may have them at a garage sale even. You get them cheap. Thrift stores occasionally have them. You can get them really cheap. This will hold up to 15 gallons of water. Right now I've got 5 gallons of water in. I put lukewarm water in from my tap in the garage. I used a gallon pitcher. So I got 5 gallons of water I added to this tank first, and then you add your lye crystals. Lye is, I purchased this at the hardware store. It is behind the counter because people tend to use this for nefarious purposes, and they just don't leave it out anymore. You have to ask for it special. It is basically marketed as a drain opener, and a lye tank like this, first of all, you have to add this after you put in the water. So the water's first, and then the lye. If you do lye first and then the water, that can splash up. It combusts when the two of them, or it has a chemical reaction, I should say. It can splash up and it can burn you. You can burn your eyes, so you want to put goggles on, or if you don't, wear eyeglasses. And also you want to wear protective gloves. That way you can, this will burn your skin. It won't kill you, but it will burn your skin if you touch it. So this is 100% lye, available at the hardware store, and you want to add it to your water after the water's in the tank. The other thing you want is a stick to stir it with. I found an old shepherd's hook in the garage that I will stir the water to get it really mixed in good together. It's shepherd's hook. You can't really see it too well. And the other thing I use is a drip pan. I got this at the dollar store. It's a 7-quart plastic drip pan. I basically use it to transport my cast iron from the garage into the basement, where I can then go ahead and give it a vinegar soak, which I'll share with you when we get to that part of the process. So I've got this, then I got my heavy-duty gloves, and I'm going to go ahead, before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and mix the lye. I'm going to open it up, and we're going to go ahead and pour it in there. You can see it. I'm going to pour the whole can in. It's a pound, so it's 16 ounces. I don't know why it's not all coming out. Some of it's clumped together. There we go. There we go. Yep, see, it splashed a little bit. And so 16 ounces for every 5 gallons of water. And we're going to go ahead and mix it up. We're going to use a shepherd's hook here. Get it all mixed up together. Now this lye bath should last about a year to a year and a half. I figure if this is April 1st, this should last to about October of 2020 or so. And it works better, of course, if it's hot. But yeah, it's all the lye mixed up in there. So we'll go ahead and put that aside. And we're going to go ahead and put our skillet in. And you can keep a skillet in there for as long as you want. You can keep it in there for a week. You can keep it in there for 2 weeks. It will not damage the skillet. Lye baths are also not damaging for a chrome or a nickel-plated skillet. It basically just works on the old seasoning. And then, if there's rust present when it's done, you take it with your vinegar soak and you try to get all the extra stubborn seasoning off and go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in. And you can see, there it is. It is in the lye bath, and as that soaks over time, the lye bath will get dark. But that is the process, guys. I just wanted to show you that. And when you're looking at this, it'll be later in April, after I've had a chance to edit all of this. But this is the process. And
Oh, one other thing. You want to make sure you have a lid for your lye tank. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on. You just want to make sure that nothing gets in here. And it's covered. If you have animals or pets, or small children, you want to keep them out of there, and you want to make sure you keep that thing covered at all times as a safety precaution. All right, guys, I'll be back. Okay, guys, this is day 2. I put this skillet in either yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. This is a lye bath, which is 5 gallons of water with lye crystals added after the water is added. And this actually strips off old crud and old seasoning from a skillet, or if it doesn't strip it off, it softens it. So we're going to take a look at the skillet here, and I'm going to go ahead and reach over. I got my gloves on, and you can see how dark the water is. All that stuff has come off. But you can see that we have a dark skillet. It's really hard to show this in the light, but you can see over here the chrome plating on the sides. And then you can see, obviously see it on the handle. We're going to go ahead and flip it over. And we have here, it's starting to lighten up on the back, and it's stripped off the sides. It's chrome plating, but I'm not sure how good it's going to look. I'm going to go ahead and probably put this in vinegar, but actually it's not very collectible. Actually, collectors don't like the chrome plating on these for this type of reason. A lot of times it wears off. I don't know if this is going to come off or not, but we're going to put it in our vinegar bath, and that's downstairs, and we're going to see what happens to this skillet. And I don't know. I may just be donating it to the thrift store, but I hope it doesn't find a landfill. The other thing I could do is leave it on the curbside, and the metal pickers will come by, and they'll turn it into the scrap yard, and they'll recycle this from the scrap yard. That's another thing I can do with this skillet. I just don't think it's going to be a good cooker because it's very bowed in the middle there. But you can see that the seasoning is coming off gradually. So I'm not going to make any rash judgments until we stick it in a vinegar bath to see if this black seasoning comes off, to see if there's any plating on the bottom and on the cooking surface still left. And I'm going to go ahead and put it back in there because I need to turn this GoPro off, take the glove off. I don't really have it attached to anything that I'm wearing right now, but there it is. I will be back. Okay guys, I am back. I brought the pan downstairs in my drip pan that I got at the dollar store, and this is what we're looking at right now. This is the chrome, and it's definitely on part of the sides. See that there? It's kind of hard to show in the light with this camera. But I don't know if it's worn off the bottom or that's still seasoning that needs to come off. I have a sneaking suspicion that the chrome is worn off, and that's just pure iron down there. But we'll see. It should be a gunmetal gray when it all comes off in the vinegar bath. That is the vinegar bath. It is down there. It's already rusty water, but you can reuse it. It's not a big deal because the rust just floats to the bottom. And what this skillet looks like, the chrome plating is all around the sides, and it should be on the bottom too. And I don't know if that's just seasoning or if it looks like old seasoning. So we're going to see if we can try to get that off in the vinegar soak, because I'm not going to really worry about selling this pan. It's really not usable. You can see the warp right there. You can actually see it, how it warps up. I don't know if I'm even going to take this back to a thrift store. What I might end up doing is just seeing if I can even strip it, and what we've got is just leave it on the curb and maybe have someone take it to a scrap yard. They can recycle it there, and they can get some money for it. The metal pickers come by every night before trash pickup. But at any rate, this is what we've got. This is why collectors don't like these kind of pieces, because the chrome tends to wear off. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and put it in here. We're going to put it in the vinegar bath, and we're going to check it. We're going to leave it overnight. And we'll be back tomorrow to check it and see where we're at. Right. Okay, guys, it's the next day. I checked the skillet this morning. I'm going to go ahead and put it so you can see. Adjust the camera. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out of here. Oh. Okay. All right. We have it out of the vinegar soak. We're going to go ahead and put it in here. Let me go ahead and close that off. You can reuse vinegar baths and lye baths. They're effective for quite a while. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put on my other gloves so you can see what's happening here with this. And, well, here we have it. Let me just adjust the camera a little bit. You can see where it still has chrome plating around the top part of the interior cooking area. And the rest of the chrome apparently is worn away. You can see the chrome handle. And it's worn off the sides, but unfortunately it's still yucky on the back. And doesn't even look good, but we'll go ahead and take our Brillo pad. We have a Brillo pad, and we're going to go ahead and give it a good rinse off on the interior. Ideally, if this were all cast iron, this would be a gunmetal gray. And you can actually soak this pan for probably up to another couple of days without causing any damage. I've soaked skillets before for 3-4 days. You need to monitor it. You need to keep an eye on it because you can't leave it in there indefinitely. You can leave a pan in a lye bath. That's the first step that we did on this. You can leave it in a lye bath for a month or more, and you're not going to cause any damage. So I'm trying to rinse it all off. And again, I'm using a Brillo pad here, a Brillo pad that comes with pink soap. It's rust resistant. And we'll go ahead. We're going to rinse it off. We're going to rinse it off with cold water. As you can see there, all the crap coming off the pad. And you can see it coming off the skillet. And I could soak it in there for a few more days, but I don't think it's going to improve the situation much. So I'm going to take it upstairs, and I'm going to talk about, this is just another piece to add to your non-collectible list. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put it in here, and we're going to take it upstairs, and I'm going to try to dry it off and just spray some oil on and talk some more. So I'll be... Okay guys, got it up in the kitchen sink. You might have a better view of it here, but it appears as though the skillet, the chrome is obviously worn off here, and it's worn off on the cooking interior. And unlike my nickel-plated 9-inch or number 9 Wagner, the whole interior was black cast iron. It seemed to be only nickel-plated on the outside, which is what you prefer if you're going to have a skillet like this. So it's definitely warped. It's hard to see in the camera, but I can see it. And you could leave this in the vinegar soak for quite a while longer, but I have a decision I need to make. I was originally intending on cleaning it up and donating it to somebody, but I really don't think it's attractive. With some of the chrome plating has worn off, and that's why collectors don't like these. And you still have some of the seasoning coming off here. See that? And you could probably soak it in the vinegar bath, probably for 3 or 4 more days even. And I might do that. I don't know. But at some point, I don't think this is going to clean up any better than this. And it's certainly not going to be a good cooker. And the chrome plating is worn away here. And I don't know if I even like the idea of eating off a chrome if it were here. I don't know why collectors don't like these, but it could be a multitude of reasons, including that. The chrome plating or even nickel plating worn away. But like I said, my Wagner only has it on the exterior, which is great. It just makes the handling of the skillet better on the exterior and rust resistant. There wasn't much of any rust on this at all, which I can say is good about plating. But when it wears off, so no, I'm not going to donate that to anybody. So my choice is I can leave it outside with my trash and see if any of the metal pickers will come by and pick it up, and they can turn it in at the scrapyard, and this can end up being recycled. They recycle iron all the time at the scrapyard. And that way it will stay out of a landfill. The whole idea is you want this to be recycled in some format. And I don't know what they can do with the chrome and the iron together. The only other option is taking it to a thrift store and redonating it there. But again, somebody's going to end up with a crap skillet. And because it has Griswold on it, the people at the thrift store don't know much about cast iron. They're going to overprice this thing. So I don't think that's a good idea either. So I just wanted to show you the process. This stuff is not collectible. Put this on your list. If you're looking for collectible cast iron, do not buy chrome-plated or nickel plating, unless, of course, the inside is pure cast iron the whole way, not this here. The whole thing should be iron, and the whole thing should be whatever plating is on the outside. You may not sell it for a big profit, but at least you'll have a decent cooker and something that you think is attractive and you want in your collection. All right, guys, that's enough. I just wanted to let you guys know the results of this skillet. I'm so glad I got my money back. It was not worth it. and it was a learning experience for me, and hopefully for some of you guys too. I will not be buying any more of these types of pieces. All right, guys, give me a thumb up, leave a comment or question below, and thanks for watching, and go make it a great day.